All right, we're gonna make this up as we go. So this, do I even have it all as one object? So this is my high poly thing. One thing to note is your highest poly model with the nicest textures, like all put on it, may never live anywhere but your computer. Okay, everything's super high poly. We're probably going to bake down, even to be the highest poly thing in our game or our animation. We're probably going to bake that down a little bit. Bake the textures in. We're going to bake down and decimate a little bit and get rid of a bunch of the extra geometry because we tend to grab more geometry than we need when we're creating, when we're shaping things out, and that's okay. And then we just clean it up later. So this is my high poly thing. I've got quite a lot going on, a lot of different pieces here, and just lots of stuff. So this is pre-Substance Painter. What I did is I just went in and kind of made colors to be placeholders, right? And so I've got this red color here that I'm going to eventually put a fabric on to be the seats. I've got wagon wood, I've got wagon metal, I've got wagon wood trim, which is this darker tan, kind of over the yellowish, and I think that might be it. And there's just, there's a lot going on here. I even have all of these guys. Beside the point, I used some cool geometry node stuff to just put rivets all along the sides here. So that was fun. So this is pre-painting. This is the setup. Again, no one's ever going to see this but me and now you. And so then I exported this guy, and let's see if I can do all this without, blowing up the network or the computer. And I brought him into Substance Painter. Who's taking the game materials class in Substance? Just Matthew? And he didn't. You are taking it. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, just like it's been a couple years since I got to teach it. So, yeah. Yeah, dude. Okay, so we should probably get into some Substance Painter in a bunch of other classes as well. All right. I'm going to try, if I still have it somewhere, fingers crossed. Oh, yeah. No, it's awesome. So
we've had one assignment.
I'm going to try to find...
If you combine it with ambient TV, they have a bunch of just substances on the website. We're all publicly named.
Oh, I did it. So the Substance Painter files themselves are honking large monsters, and so I didn't save it. It was saved, but then once I was done with it, I got rid of it. Because it was like, I don't know, a gig or something.
Okay.
So I'll just show you the flow of what I did. Oh wait.
They're not gonna be
Huh.
your scholarship.
Fingers crossed. Nope, can't find it. Yeah, I did delete it. Okay. So assume you're going to use Substance Painter. I'll just go through the thing and we'll just do it really quick. So I've got a Blender template here. I'm going to select my FBX, and then carriage. Who even knows? This might be it. I'm going to set my document resolution to 4K, OpenGL, and we're just going to get to some possible issues for some of you. But I wanted to cover this. So that's all good. I've already got it unwrapped, so I'm not going to auto unwrap it. I just want all of that. I think it's good. All right, so I get my wagon in. And even the colors that I put on it don't come in, but I've got all the material slots. And what's crazy about this is I've got all the material slots a few times because I've got them applied differently in some of the objects. So like they'll look the same, but they're named different because what I want the trim to look like on the door may not be what the trim looks like here. So anyway, I've got different material slots for everything. This is, again, a bit of an aside, but I'm just going to go through the flow. Here we go. So I want this to be 3D only right now. You can see whatever I've got selected here. So carriage wheels, select that. No, that's the wagon. So that's this object. And then if I've got the 2D view open, oh, there we go. Then I've got the UV unwrap of that as well. So this is the UV unwrap of just the main part of the wagon. And that's 2D and 3D side by side, but I'm just going to work in 3D for now. The first thing to do always in Substance Painter is to bake your mesh. So if I put a smart material on here, it's just going to spread it across like everything always does, right? We take whatever the texture is, spread it out evenly, everything's fine. But if I come over here, and it's this texture set settings, and then this guy right here, so these magical things, and again, we'll cover this in the actual class, but just as a preview, so I'm going to bake mesh maps. Yeah. And here's all these outputs. I'm going to, again, set the output to 4K because I want to melt the computer and crash the stream. So I'm going to bake everything and just watch what happens to this carriage. It's going to go through and like just color everything like some psychedelic crazy person. What this is doing is finding all the edges, all the creases, everywhere where we might want ambient occlusion, edges where there might be wear, right? So along every edge of almost anything, you're going to start to see, that's where you start to see paint wear, chips, things like that happen. So as we're baking, it's computing, who knows, a billion things about this mesh, and how the texture should go onto it just based on its physicality. So the UV unwrap at this point doesn't even matter. Substance is analyzing the actual object. So if you're using Substance Painter without doing this, you're not using Substance Painter. Sorry. Yeah, oh, it's fantastic. It makes all the difference.
It's so helpful. This is how I did all the textures for all of our character armor.
I just kind of wish it would do this automatically when I'm creating anything because, yeah.
Blender do this.
Huh?
Because it's possibly because Adobe has it copyrighted or something.
Oh.
Who knows? So we're waiting.
Or not copyrighted. They might have it.
And it makes, like, honestly, that'd be a good screensaver at this point. Like, I would, yeah, I'd just watch this for days. Be fine.
I feel like I feel like copyrights are the reason that communities are too slow.
Well, copyrights are the reason that the rich people get to stay rich. So, I mean, if they weren't rich, what would the rest of us do?
Well, not
Anyway.
what is it? Patents.
Patents, yeah.
That's what I meant. They might-
Oh, so there's a few times in there as it pauses, you can see where it starts to darken the edges, and you can watch it noticing where things are at. Usually a bake doesn't take this long, but this is a very complex object with a lot of intersecting geometry. So,
And also it has to do one material slot at a time.
yeah. And it's going through each material slot one at a time, so it's taking a while. But it looks cool.
That is cool though.
Yeah.
I did find out you wrote UV type.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And I still don't know how much I trust it, but there is, if you haven't even unwrapped it, Substance will try to unwrap it for you.
I don't.
But I've gotten comfortable enough with UV unwrapping that I just want to do it myself, so I do it right.
Yeah. Same.
And you can see some of the layout of that UV just on the wagon base that I was looking at. Holy crud.
I feel like UV unwrapping could be.
Whew. Oh,
It is.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
All right, so it's done finally. Apparently I used 100% of my disk cache and everything almost died. So now we're in painting mode. It might look, I don't know, it might look a little bit different here already. But if I come over here into my library basically and filter for smart materials, and let me just see something that's going to really show up. I mean, the dirt, obviously. Here we go, this machinery one. So if I drag this on here, and wait, and then I'll just drag it everywhere. So I'm going to drag this material.
That looks so good.
I know, doesn't it? It's amazing. So this is the carriage by John Deere. I'm going to change the paint to green. But look, you can see where it's like it's found. Just this smart material.